Hey team, there's only one thing I love more than coffee in a Whitehorse store. It's coffee at home. These beautiful Breville machines are awesome. I've only got one problem. My mate Daz, he's invited me over because he's having a problem with his Breville and he wants me to do a descale on it. So I found some old descale solution that I had lying around. It's by DeLonghi. I'm pretty sure that this is the dose of the solution. I've marked this on here because I no doubt I'm going to lose that. It got me instructions, got me tools. I'm going to have a crack at getting this machine back to its glory days of brewing amazing white night espresso on it. I'm pretty confident. Here we go. So step one, as per the instructions, press and hold the 1 cup button. Press the power button and then R set, I think that says. I'm going to scroll up and that's the descale icon. The next piece of instruction is to empty the water out of the reservoir. So I need to empty the water reservoir and also the water filter. Just pop that to the side. Just gonna put some water on these lovely rose bush. Put in the Descale chemical. So this is like a citric acid chemical. Nothing too dangerous in there, I think. And what this is going to do is water, all water, builds up a calcium buildup inside all pipes, copper boilers, all that sort of thing. And what that does over time is it restricts water flow of the coffee getting brewed at the head, and that reduced flow affects the performance of the machine. It also slows down the steaming capability and the overall performance. So we're just going to try and get that back to normal. That's the max water line there, so we're going to fill all the way to the top. After that, we're going to secure the boiler, or the water reservoir rather, back in and lock that into place. You just have to ensure that our drip tray is empty. And we're going to put that back in place. Keep your chucks over the drip tray. Point the steam wand into that position. And then we'll just remove this point here. It's the access for the boiler draining point. And then, as the rule of life, lefty-loosey on both points. Now this should drain the boiler. So what I've found is that actually, if you look into the drip tray now, the water is draining from the boiler out. So this is the existing water from the boiler. When the water stops flowing out, I'll close these two valves and press the manual button, and what it'll do is it'll start to draw in the new water with the citric acid descale into the boiler, and it will start a 20-minute cycle where it will use that citric acid to break down any calcium inside the boiler and the group head. As you can see, the water here is stopped flowing. So we're going to tighten these righty-tighty all the way. And the second one, a bit stiff. Okay, now that we've drained the water out of the boiler, we're in descaling mode. You press menu, and then at this point you press manual to start the filling tank procedure that's indicated here. 20-minute descaling process. Essentially, it's the heating up period of the machine as well. And this water capacity from the reservoir is draining out into the boiler. Hello. So that's a good thing. So what, how commercial machines work is you need to get that descale fluid into the head itself, because that's where a lot of pipes are, which actually affect the water flow. 18 minutes left. We just got to wait and let all that descale solution work its way through. So when this screen says push, the descaling is complete. At that stage, we need to drain the water reservoir, wash out the water reservoir, fill it with clean water, and drain the boiler again. Just wash this guy out fully. Gonna refill it with clean water. So we've rinsed the water reservoir, filled the raw water reservoir with clean water, and now what we're going to do is to drain the water out of these points again. There is a caution from the manufacturer that steam will come out of these points now that we've heated the boiler up. It also says to start on the left-hand valve first. And then there's the bit of steam. And then the right hand. So right now we're draining any of that leftover descaling product out of the boiler. See all these bits? Crusty calcium bits that have come out of the boiler. Look at that. The water has stopped flowing again, so we're just going to close these points. Hot water. Probably a good idea to leave the drip tray in. And then we're going to empty this. Press the manual button and the boiler should fill. Five-minute timer. We're looking good. So after this next rinse, we're going to replace the water filter. I'm going to use these official Breville filters, and it says to soak it in water for 5 minutes. So all I'm going to do is going to fill a glass of water and throw it in there for 5 minutes. Press and hold here, remove the old filter. Just poke that through. We're going to put the new filter in. And then click that back into place. So then after that, we just push this and click it straight down into the seat. Fill it with fresh clean water again. And load it back into the machine. Once again, we need to release these taps. I'm sure some hot water will come out again, so please be careful. Although truth be told, it's not that hot, particularly for a barista. Actually, quite soothing. The water has stopped flowing, so we're going to tighten these taps again. I can't encourage you enough, because I truly believe this is an invaluable process for your coffee machine. You know, these things often cost between $1,000 to $2,000, and which isn't that much for a home espresso machine. But you know, I think that if you do take care of them and do this extra you know, effort to keep it, you know, pristinely clean, that will last you 10, if not 20 years. It'll be amazing to see how long we can have this machine go for. Now we emptied the water, the hot water, out of the drip tray, so I believe we should be ready to go again. I think all we need to do is press manual, and we should be in the heating up process. Interestingly, it says clean me. Dazzle must have not done a good job on this one. Ready to go again. We're done with the descale, so I'm just going to replace this safety cap onto the descale access point. I've set the time and the temperature is set. Generally, I find these machines to work really well as hot as they go, which is interesting. Oh no, it goes hotter. 95 seems to work really well for us. And I think what we probably should do is we'll do a group head cleaning cycle. So then Daz's machine will be ready to rock. Maybe we should brew some coffees as well. We're going to do the cleaning cycle. All you need is this little back flush insert that the machine supplies with you. Just place that into the group head handle like so. And you can use powder, or we've also got these little espresso capsules. These are supplied by Breville, so they should be available at most retailers, I suppose. It's called Chino Cleaner, this one. Good name. Right. And they have these little lozenges. Pop that one in there. And then chuck that back in. Insert the handle into the group head. I don't think you should ever over tighten handles into these machines, but we need to seat it pretty tight. That's plenty tight, and it's not even halfway. So we're just going to press menu until we get to the clean cycle, which is flashing, and then press manual to start that. So this process of cleaning the machine, back flushing the machine with coffee chemical, these new machines prompt you when you should do it, and I do believe that it's important that you do this process, not only for the longevity of the machine, but the flavor of the coffee. Right now, the machine has asked us to have 370 seconds to clean. Right now we're at 270 odd. When this finishes, we take the handle out. If the tablet is still inside the handle, we just repeat the process until the tablet is completely dissolved. If it has been dissolved, we take it out and we're good to go. And that's the coffee chemical coming through out of the solenoid, I would assume. Good deal. It's doing a good job. So this is all coffee that's been stuck up inside the head. So that's kind of, you know, all of this would get dry and become rancid and make the coffee taste, you know, not pure. So if you're ever finding that your coffee is tasting strong, acrid, overly bitter, dark, you know, it probably is a good time to give the machine a clean, or even a descale. I still see some tiny sediment of the coffee cleaner here. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to run clear water. I'm going to rinse this under the hot water tap, and then I'm just going to run the cleaning cycle again. The Breville is back in business. Let's brew some bad boy coffee on this Breville machine and make some white night espressos that we're going to have memories for years to come. Are you ready, Dazza? Always using a scale. favorite cup. See how we go, eh? This wind is interesting. I like to stop the extraction when I see 46 on the scale. I've gone to a total brewed weight of 49.4 grams. We're drawn in 33 seconds. Look at that beautiful, even crema. I'm going to take the red one because red ones go faster. That smells amazing. There you have it. Benefits of descaling and cleaning your machine. Highly recommend it. Let's have another coffee.